Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, fredmccoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great day.
Still have books available if you're interested in a book. Hatfield McCoy, Monument for a Murderer especially, but there's a variety of books that we have on our website, fredmccoy.com. Go down about the middle of the page and you'll see them. Click on Buy It Now beside or underneath the book that you're wanting if you've got a PayPal account. And if you don't, our mailing address is on there. Be sure to add shipping charges if you send a check. Today we're covering different topics that's on Google. If you Google Hatfield McCoy, you go down through there and read some of these questions that's on there. That's what we're covering, because we had never paid any attention to these or actually clicked on them. And then when I did, I realized that most of them's been answered by West Virginia Hatfield Fan Club. Devil Anse Hatfield legend Kool-Aid drinkers. In other words, they favor Devil Anse. It's not the truth. And I would do the same thing. If they favored the McCoys, I would probably, it'd still make for a good video and we would answer it. You never find nothing favoring the McCoys. It's just not going to be out there, because Devil Anse's legacy, his history has... Guys, you know, these people that's historians and book writers, they wrote these books off of other books throughout the years. They followed the chain. This book, that book, this book, that book. All they done was change the wording a little bit, but they had all the events has been the same in order until they could write a book. Until Sheila and I come along, and my brother Barry, and we broke the mold. We went against the grain, but we didn't go against the grain by making it up as we went. We went against the grain by actually showing you court documents, Civil War records, birth, death certificates. We showed you documentation. We showed you proof, tangible evidence that you can hold in your hand and look at and know that it's for real back in the 1800s, 1865, and that made a difference. Then some people said, whoa, we like this. These people's just not talking a good talk. They're showing us proof.
We're backing it up. And
backing it up, and that's what Sheila is, both of us.
Yeah.
Both of us, but Sheila has become an extremely, guy called yesterday or texted us a court record. We had never seen it.
Right.
And it was one person, and Sheila got talking, and I already didn't think it was correct, but I couldn't figure out. And then Sheila says, hey, how about this right here? And when you start doing the research, you start checking on it, you realize that that's exactly who they were talking about. But people had the same names back then. Right. And it throws people off a little bit. Anyway, what was the topic we was on? Guys, we're discussing these topics that's on Google or any search engine. And when you click on it and type in Hatfield McCoy, some of the questions people's asked throughout the years. Who are the famous Hillbilly Feudin families? The answer is the Hatfields and McCoys and other mountain families found ways to adapt to the new economic and social order, or they moved out of the Appalachian area. But the legacy of the feud remained, and the hillbilly image polarized by reports of Hatfield McCoy feud in American culture. Guys, there was no economic, you know, that comes from Altina Waller. Step right over here, Sheila. I know this is not where we were. Here's Altina Waller. This is her book, 1988, and Social and Economic Change. And she goes, this is things in the yellow where she's incorrect, and we show with proof correcting her. Now, we've done stories on Altina Waller. If you want to go back through the videos, you can find them, and we'll go over that board, those two boards, board by board, topic by topic, and we correct her book with proof. Right. Now, she advertises PhD, she advertises this, 10 years of research. Well, I wish she would have put some of it in her book. But anyway, social and economic change, that's the first person that come up with a book. Social and economic change. See, it's easy to write a book from Vermont or Connecticut, wherever she's from. Sit there at your typewriter and write it. And you don't have to come to Kentucky. You don't have to come to West Virginia and look through thousands and thousands of court documents, birth, death certificates. You don't have to do all that. If you blame it on social and economic change, you can just write about, well, the railroad was coming through and people was wanting this property. Well, they had the coal mines that were starting to be prosperous and everybody was wanting Devil Anse's property. Everybody was wanting, Devil Anse is what she always refers to. She gets on the History Channel and just laughs and laughs and makes fun of Randall McCoy. Devil Anse, he was prosperous, but Randall McCoy, Randall McCoy lost half his family. I'm getting off on Altina.
Yeah.
But it's sad over the years that educated people like that really, instead of really doing the research. And what's bad is that she got on there and laughed at a man and his family being slaughtered, his home being burned, his wife beat. And she's laughing about it because she's wrote this story favoring the Hatfields. She's talked about lawsuits that never happened. She's talked about land that was given up that never happened, or at least there's no proof, there's no tangible evidence of it. But she talks in her book like it's for real. And throughout the years, people have went after her book and they said, hey, Altina said it, so it must be true. Well, she's a lady, so I won't say if she was a man, I would probably. I was talking about Altina Waller, guys. Battery went dead, but I have a feeling that Sheila's probably going to edit some of what I just said out. So I'm going to get off Altina. We've got videos on her. You can go watch them if you want. This person here says, the legacy of the feud remains and the hillbilly image polarized by reports of the Hatfields and McCoys. Guys, when have you ever seen Randall McCoy in a pair of bibbed overalls with his little bag over his shoulder, with his beard, old scraggly beard, and old hillbilly hat? When have you ever seen Randall McCoy? They did not get the hillbilly. Walk back here, Sheila. They did not get the hillbilly image, the hillbilly word from Randall McCoy. Here, and we've done a video on it, but I'm closing this one out. Here is your hillbilly. There is what they were showing in the newspaper back in the day, and that's Devil Anse Hatfield. And he's got his bibs on, his suspenders on, his boots on. He's got two guns. I don't know if you can see the pistol here.
Yeah,
that's a pistol. A pistol in one hand, a shotgun in the other hand. Let me back up here and show my mother there, and the old cheer.
Yeah.
That's just some of the collection in the Hatfield McCoy Museum. There's your hillbilly. There's where they got the. Let's don't take none of that away from old Devil Anse. Devil Anse worked hard for that image. He worked hard to go on to Vanderbilt or whatever that was called.
Broadville.
Broadville, thank you. He worked hard for these people to come in there and want to put him in a show. He told T.C. Crawford. T.C. Crawford said, Mr. Hatfield, I could take you to New York and we could make a fortune. He said, by doing what? He said, I could just put you on the street and let people take pictures with you. And they would pay us money. He said, how much do you reckon we could make? He said, I'd say $500 a day. Devil Anse said, you set it up and I'll be there and I'll give you half of it. He was a money maker. He was a showboat. He was a show off. He was a narcissist and a coward. Guys, got nothing else to say. She's back there shaking her head. She looks like a fan back there going off.
Cut. You know this sign, guys, so you've seen it. I hope you're having a good day today, by the way. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you, guys.